Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning oil. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened.
I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory, and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. Psalm 110. The Lord said unto my Lord, Sit thou at my right hand, until I make thine enemies thy footstool. The Lord shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. In the beauties of holiness from the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth. The Lord hath sworn, and will not repent. Thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. The Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall rule the heads over many countries. He shall drink of the brook in the way. Therefore shall he lift up the head.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GFS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. All right. And what I want to get into today, is loosed, all right, from the power of darkness. Okay. And it was Yahweh Shai, that has loosed, okay, the hopeful elect from the power, of the darkness, man. Okay. And the power of darkness is Esau, Edom, okay, on the left hand side. Okay, because this man is governing the earth, as the scriptures say, after the working, who's coming is after the working of Satan, and you're going to say the word working, all right, it goes into energy, all right, which goes transferred to energy. You see, Esau operates the earth from darkness, man, and he presents that darkness as light, as the way to be, okay, and this devil, all right, the scripture called him the mistress of witchcraft, okay, which is, mistress is the feminine way of saying master, all right, America being likened, to a woman, all right, that whore, okay, she's pretty much the mistress, all right, the master of witchcraft in the earth, and it's a strong enchantment that's on our people, and the scriptures go into that, like people, when we think about power, people think of, strength, their raw strength, being strong and, weaponry, okay, or just being, having might to lift and move things, okay, the ability to destroy things when people think of power, okay, but the strongest power is the power of the mind, okay, and Esau, Edom, all right, has the masses under strong delusions and enchantments. Okay? And you can you know, jiu-jitsu, you know, with that Brazilian jiu-jitsu, you know, you can break, you know, a headlock. You know, you can spin your way out of an arm bar. Okay? But there are certain enchantments, unless the Lord, all right, looses that enchantment, can't be broken out of. Okay? That's why scriptures speak about the elect have receded and the rest were blinded. Okay? Because it's the power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, okay, that has the masses of Israelites blind and under the power of darkness, man. Okay? Because only Yahweh Shai can loose, okay, the power of darkness that dominated our mind at one time. Okay? And it's such a strong enchantment, okay, till people will go to war to destroy themselves. They'll protest to destroy themselves, man. Okay? They have people having arguments that absolutely make no sense. People are walking contradiction because of the power of darkness has them all over the place, man. Okay? Well, you have people marching for Black Lives Matter, okay, but they're pro-abortion. Okay? You got Jake, you know, a dope boy, he'll buy bikes, you know, for Christmas, okay, but he poisons families the rest of the year, you know, with what he's selling, okay, and think themselves to be justified, like the power of darkness, Christianity. Our people are still into Christianity, and it's pure darkness, man. Have no idea what the Bible is talking about. Jake has been Christian for 100 years, man. Okay? Jakes have been Christians for centuries, man. Northern Kingdom, Roman Catholics for centuries. Don't have a clue of what the Bible is. It's like they're reading the Bible in the dark. They don't have a clue. It's precepts they never heard of. Talking points they never heard of in the Bible. Okay? But they're fully given over to the power of darkness, man. And that's why there's so much emphasis on teaching and edification. You know, that's why the Lord is dealing, you know, with the men that are just edifying. Okay? He's raised up, okay, his men, pastors out his own heart to edify and teach. Okay? In the spirit of Yahweh Shai, and it's loosening the chains of darkness that was on our mind, that control how we operate, control how we thought, control our perspectives and perceptions, and, you know, our reasoning. It was all in complete darkness, man. Okay? Because before we came into the truth, we're newborns to life. We have to understand, we all being born again, okay? We're newborns to life in Yahweh Bashim Shai, in righteousness, man. We're newborns to these things. Okay? And the newborn has to grow. So when you get Colossians 1:9, it says, "For this cause we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you and to desire that ye might be filled with the knowledge of all his will in all spiritual understanding." Okay? In all wisdom and spiritual understanding. Okay? And in order to grow in the will of Yahweh Bashim Shai, in order to grow in our purpose, we have to be separated from darkness, man. Okay, we had to be loosed from the chains of darkness to grow into the will and the understanding of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay, really understand what it means to be the chosen. Everybody loves, you know, talk about being the chosen people and we just great people and go into the accolades of Jake, but what about the responsibility aspect of it? What about the expectations that our power has for us, man? Okay, of course we can sing and dance and come up with inventions. We can run governments. We can run societies. And, you know, we've done all these things and all these civilizations. But what about the expectations of righteousness, the order, the obedience, okay, aspect of it? And this is what we're growing in. Okay? These are the things that we're growing in. This is the tediousness, okay, of rulership that we're growing into. Okay? Because by default, you know, Jake can get off the couch and outrun everybody, outjump everybody. Okay? Outthink everybody. You know? Sons of God. You know? Israelite women as well. Okay? The top women on earth. You know? When they're, you know, focused on something. You see? But the order, the responsibility, and understanding the expectation of our power, of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, that's the things that we're growing in, man. Purpose, you know, nation-minded. You see? We come from a very individualistic society, which that's part of the darkness. And show you that these enchantments are so strong that because when you have a society where everyone is moving as individuals, all the individuals suffer. You see, when everyone moves as an individual, all the individuals suffer. Okay, but Esau presents this way as what? Light. Okay, but it's complete darkness, man. All right, verse 10, it says, that ye may walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing, being fruitful in every good work, and increasing in the knowledge of the Most High. Okay, you read this in the NLT. Then the way you live will always honor and please the Lord. So it's the way we live is how we honor and please Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. It's our conduct. You know, and that's why we always got to be very mindful of our conduct. Okay? Because we all represent, okay, the glory of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. As we confess to believing and knowing that we're Israelites and calling on the names of our power, well, our conduct reflects the names we teach in. Okay? Our conduct reflects the names that we say we believe in. You know? So as we grow in this thing, our conduct alone, all right, should speak about what we believe. You know? Our conduct should speak for us, man. Okay? Just like you know a nigga immediately. Just how a nigga stand. What he got on, you know? The nigga countenance. You know immediately what this nigga is on. For the most part. Okay? A woman, you know, here's a nigga woman 39, 40 years old with a sexy red ringtone. Well, that lets you know where she's at. Okay, it lets you know what her reasoning is at, man. Okay? A nigga with no car, but 10 chains on. Okay? It lets you know what his reasoning is at by his conduct and his decision making, man. Okay, so how much more us, okay, in righteousness, man. Even though people can't pinpoint what we are, they should know, okay. There should be a level, okay, of reverence. Like, okay, this is different. You know, like they respect themselves. Okay, they're reliable. Okay, they're trustworthy. You see, they're dependable. Like, and these are all noble traits. Okay, they're punctual. You see, they're considerate. Like. Yeah, like these are all noble traits, man. They reflect who we are as a noble people. You see? So when you read on verse 10, it says, then the way you live will always honor and please the Lord, and your lives will produce every kind of good fruit. Okay? Because our conduct produces an outcome. You know, what we do every day, it produces an outcome. You know, and we want our outcome to be good fruits. Okay? As you see the apostles and elders, for example, how they've, when they teach, they go into things. They go into the scriptures, they go into, the laws, they go into the history, the prophecies, they go into Esau laws, they go into certain characters and, key figures in history, and, when they bring these things out, man. And what has their bread? It has bred a whole organization of scholars, man. Based on what? Their conduct, okay, of being scholarly, of being punctual, of being, tedious and, accurate when it comes to doctrine and information. Okay? That has produced a whole organization of scholars, man. Good fruits, all through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? Like we always go into the example of the 7 brothers in the book of Maccabees and their mother. Well, they were all the fruit of the husband, whoever the husband and father was. Okay, those sons and their wife were a fruit of him. And the way that they were tell you what type of conduct he had. Okay? That must have been a hell of an Israelite, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? So as we've been pulled out of the darkness, okay, we should begin what the scripture called a pattern of good works. And it's not about being perfect, it's about scribing. Because I know, a gift and a curse, to have, some of these brothers, some of these sisters, move in the spirit, of being a perfectionist, man. Which it can be a gift and a curse. It has to be harnessed, it has to be reasonable, because someone that's a perfectionist, tend to be a little over righteous, and it has things that has to be, monitored. We all got, gifts that can be curses if not monitored, But it's not a thing of being perfection. We always want to aim above and beyond. But there's going to come times we're going to miss the mark. And it's when we miss the mark, we learn the most. Okay? About, because you learn a lot of what to do by learning what not to do. You see? And we was in darkness. We didn't learn anything. We kept making the same mistakes. Or not getting worse. You see? But in the light, that doesn't mean, we're perfected because we're in the light. We're just aware. Okay, we can see now. We can see what adjustments need to be made. So just because we're in the light, doesn't mean that we're perfected. It just means we can see now. Okay? Because in darkness, we didn't care about it right or wrong. Okay? We was winging it, making it up as we go. Okay? Being justified by, a goddamn rap song. Justifying our mistakes. Okay? Keep going. And it says, then the way you live will always honor and please the Lord. All right, and your lives will produce every kind of good work, every kind of good fruit. All the while, you will grow as you learn to know the Most High better and better. So said we will grow as we learn to know the Most High better and better. And as we get familiar with our power, we learn what's pleasing to Him and what's not pleasing to Him. And that's us coming into that good relationship, with our power. As we get familiar and learn what to do and what not to do. That puts us in good standings with Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? And this is where we're at. We're at the point now to where we should constantly be learning what's pleasing and what's not pleasing, man. And it comes through day-to-day trials, man. Proving thy soul, as the scriptures say. Okay? So, reading on, it says, verse 11, it says, strengthen with all might according to his glorious power unto all patience and long suffering, okay, with joyfulness, man. Because it's a thing of patience, man. You know, and just as the Lord is patient with us, we have to be patient, you know, with the fellow believers, man. You know, certain things have to be addressed, you know, but we always should address things with mercy, you know, for the most part. You know, there's always a level of patience, you know, that we have to apply, also coupled with mercy. That long suffering, man, because see, the Lord has opened our eyes, and there's still chains that he's breaking off of us, man. Chains of darkness that's being broken off of us, man. Chains of the flesh, okay, that he's constantly breaking away through this word. And the way we break away at these chains of the flesh is to constantly apply the spirit, apply restraint, apply patience, man. You know, separate, man. Ain't nothing like being separated from this world as much as possible, man. Of course, all right. We can't be unrealistic. We got to deal. You know, we got to maintain our situation. Okay. But there's always something we can chip away at. All right. When it comes to detaching from this world. And another thing is, Elder Zahab always gets into. When we detach to this from this world, we should replace it with something in the spirit. You know, because this society has us on such a low level, man. You know, the things that we was into, you know, the way we did everything was just such on a low vibration. You know, and our culture and the wisdom and this Bible, you know, being in that noble mindset, that's a high vibration, man. You know, and it's just so much to tap into that we wasn't exposed to, man, because we was in darkness, man. Okay? Constantly learning how the body works, man. Constantly learning how systems work, how nature works, man. Okay? Understanding the histories, man. That's noble to understand, you know, the histories of different empires, and you know, because there's always something to be learned, you know, even from accounts, you know, because even like you study the history, you learn different perspectives, okay, that can be applied, you know, real time. You see, so even as we learn, you know, more and more, okay, there's so much of this wisdom that we can apply that replace those old habits of darkness that we had, man. You know, and this is us constantly putting on that new man. You know, this is us constantly putting on that new man that's born in Yahushua. Okay, and it says, verse 12, and it's the point. It said, "Giving thanks unto the Father, which have made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light." Okay, and being meet is going to being worthy. Okay, and we're becoming worthy. Okay, by putting off this world and constantly putting on your Yahushua, constantly putting on righteousness, constantly growing in His wisdom. You see, verse 13, "Who have delivered us from the power, okay, of darkness, and have translated us into the kingdom of His dear Son." So the Lord brought us out of darkness to prepare us for His kingdom to come, the kingdom of Yahushua, the kingdom of His dear Son. Okay, and you go into the word power. All right, which is the same word.
Strong's G, 1849, exousia.
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 Exousia. Okay, when it says what? It says physical and mental power. Okay, because Esau has a deep enchantment on the masses, man. Okay, to where people, have a way of reasoning that doesn't make sense. Okay? Here it is. All right, let's get some examples. Like, here it is, Trump, when he first ran for president, before he left, he brought on what you call Operation, okay, fast speed for the juice. He signed off on it. And all this information about the juice that came out and what it's done to people. And you still have people crying for Trump to save them, man. Okay? Complete darkness, man. Their mental is fully given over to darkness, to things that don't make sense. Okay? Women, screaming for liberation and equality, but wait. When they put the Transformers in the women's sports, well, if y'all are equal, it shouldn't be a problem. This is what you cried for decades, equality and this and that. But then when they put, Tremaine turned Tranisha in the 100, okay, and this nigga finished, before your for your daughter come out the block, okay. Breaking the record every week. Then, okay, you want to cry against it, but this is what you cry for. See, people are in such darkness that they don't even know what their argument is anymore. Okay, all these different arguments that dominate, these talking points on the internet. People don't even know what they're arguing for anymore. And that's why I ignore a lot of it. I used to respond to a lot of things on the internet, but for the most part, I ignore a lot of it, because it's to the point to where people don't even understand their own arguments. Okay? Because there's so much darkness, man. Okay? All right, it says the power of authority, influence, all right, and the right of privilege. And Esau has so much influence on people because it started with him planting that seed back in the garden as the serpent. Okay, because all it takes is one seed of darkness to be planted and it can become a plague. And that's why in our culture, okay, people will be deleted. Certain behaviors will be deleted so that darkness won't spread. If someone was a deleted. Someone tried to persuade you in idolatry, that person had to be deleted so that darkness wouldn't spread. Their influence wouldn't spread. Okay? A lazy son, he will be deleted so that influence wouldn't spread. That dark seed couldn't take root. That's why it says, and this had to be done to put away all evil in Israel. Because the Lord knew that darkness spreads like a plague. But now we live in a society where darkness has went unchecked. And now darkness is the norm. To the point where righteousness is mocked and scoffed at and looked at as strange. Okay? Because the darkness has went unchecked under Esau Edom. Okay? Because this man has all the ability and influence in darkness, man. And that's what has plagued the earth. That's why the scriptures say that the physician, which is Yahushua, cut it off a long disease. And that's why the slain of the Lord is going to be from one end of the earth to the other, because of so much darkness. That plague of darkness has to be cut out. You see? Esau Edom, his light, all right, his darkness, which he holds as light, has to be put out. Matter of fact, let's get that. And let me get this darkness too, and then we'll get that. All right, so you go to darkness, okay, in the Greek.
Strong's G 4655. Skatos. Skatos.
Skatas. Okay, it said darkness. All right. It says of ignorance. It said metaphorically of ignorance respecting divine things and human duties. All right, because that's the thing. Because what's one of the things that people argue about the most? The gender wars. You know, the role of a man and a woman, the gender roles. Okay, when those roles were set up from the beginning. Okay, and those roles supposed to complement each other. All right, the order of a husband and a wife. Okay, the parents and children, and these orders are ignored in this society. Okay, and dysfunction is the norm. You see, even this whole alphabet thing, that's completely ignoring. All right, the roles that was set up from the beginning, the order that was set up from the beginning, and it's divine. And that's why, that order in this right way, it produces peace. Okay, because that peace comes from the Most High, the divine. All right, and everything outside of it creates what? Chaos, dysfunction, death. Okay, it says, and the accompanying ungodliness and immorality. Okay, now it goes off with it together with their consequent misery and hell. Okay, but we know that darkness, all right, leads to a condition of hell in the earth, man, because hell is a condition. But if this world operates in darkness, what do you have, man? A society of misery, man. Depression, okay? Suicide rates, okay? Escapism, with the drugs and partying, and, those are people that are trying to escape that darkness, man. Okay, but they're enchanted to love it at the same time. That's misery, man. To have a habit that you can't kick, man. I know we all had a few habits that, was hard to kick, man. It just had that power, man. Smoking a cigarette, Jakes that, been smoking cigarettes for decades, can't quit. Can't go a certain time without smoking one. Sneaking outside and at work and in the freezing cold, just that one little that one, it don't even weigh a pound. I don't even think a cigarette weigh an ounce. Well, look at the control that it has over people, man. So it's $1 billion industry, man. And they can put on the box that it'll delete you. Okay? It still got power over people, man. Okay? Showing you that the power of darkness, it only can be broken through Yahawashi. Okay? And he freed the elect, okay, in the spirit, okay, from darkness. And it's a continual fight to stay out of the darkness. Okay? But then eventually he's going to come destroy this whole dark system. That's the end game. Okay? That's why you go here, St. John chapter 8. St. John chapter 8 and verse 32. And it says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Okay? And as we come into this truth, it begin to free us up from the darkness, man, from those chains. Okay? Especially as we apply these things, man. Okay? You go to the word truth, I mean free, and I think it's the same word. Okay? It says to set at liberty from the dominion of sin. Okay? From You know, to set at liberty. Now, that doesn't mean we are not without sin. Okay, but sin doesn't dominate us, man. Okay, to where our life, okay, is driven by sin. You know, like our people that can't stop eating bacon, can't stop eating catfish. Okay, can't stop committing adultery. Like they just won't stop. You know, because over the things that we have, you know, control over, we have dominion over that now, man. And we're constantly gaining dominion in other areas of our life, man. Certain lusts, you know, certain things that we've been battling with, we begin to dominate. And the way we dominate is to cleave close to Yahushua, staying occupied in Yahushua, man. And then we begin to dominate these things. Okay? So, Yahushua gave us the ability to start to dominate the flesh and be in the spirit, to where we're not perfect in the law. Okay, because of the circumstances we're in, it's completely impossible, man. Okay, but when it comes to integrity, okay, the intent, okay, our mindset towards righteousness, you see, we are perfect through Yahushua. You know, we're becoming perfect. You know, and where we, you know, fall short, or we sincerely fall short, then Yahushua, you know, hey, he was that continual sacrifice for that. He's that continual sacrifice. You know, that's why we're able to give these spiritual sacrifices within this grace period, because he covered, you know, the sacrifice needed for the elect under the old covenant, man. Okay? So now sin doesn't have a boast against us. Okay? But we're able to grow in the spirit, you know, and begin to live pleasing to our power. You know? So let's go here. Because as Yahushua has freed our minds from darkness and set us at liberty to be in the spirit of righteousness, the spirit of order. Okay? He's getting ready to come and put an end, okay, to the ruler of darkness, which is Esau Edom. Okay? You go to Job 18, okay, and 5. It says, yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. Yeah, because Esau, okay, his enlightenment is training people in darkness, man. That's what he calls enlightening. Okay? To condition people in darkness, man. That's his enlightenment. That's his light. Okay? Well, the Lord said he's finna put out that wicked influence of the earth, which is Esau Edom. He's finna put that, he's finna blow that candle of darkness out, man. Okay? Verse 6 says, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle. Okay? And his candle shall be put out with him, man. So when this man is removed from power, that dark influence, okay, is going to be removed from the earth. Okay? That's why I say they that be first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Okay? And then first going into what? First or chief in influence. Okay? So the elect men are going to be first. They're going to be what? Their chief influence under Yahushua in righteousness, man. And Esau, okay, which is the standard of wickedness in the earth, is going to be the tail. He's not going to have any influence, man. Okay? He's going to be sealed off from having any influence for that 1,000 years, except this time it's not going to be a rebirth. He's going to be done away with, man. Okay? This is where we at when it comes to this guy. Okay? But it was Yahushua, you know, that loosed us from darkness, man, so we can have the liberty to grow in righteousness, man. Okay? So that's the point. Just want to bring that out. you know, something that I was meditating on, all right, these last couple of days. Okay, so Lord will you brothers, all right, and you sisters edified. So next time I say shalom, Kwam Yashala, Abba soon, shalom.